Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back. Ragnarok here with episode, 54 or 55, something like that. I forgot to check what episode this is. Anyway, I have returned to the land of the living, and I believe that I'm fully awake for this episode. So, yeah, might as well just get to work here and pick up where we left off. We defeated the vampires here quite easily in a siege. The previous battle was a little bit tougher. I think I'm gonna do Devoted to the Goddess. Might as well. I mean, I do obviously want to get him really stacked up quite a bit as well. But Iron Sand, let's give you some fucking Armor of Fortune. Very nice. Very, very nice. Anyway,
do you know
just
who I am?
continue working on defeating the Von Karsteins. We do have an army down here. I think I've spotted one. I think that's their only army, and they've got like 5 settlements. I think last time I said maybe 4 settlements, but yeah, I think it's 5 settlements. I think we should have definitely, almost certainly, sacked the settlement here. I'm not sure why I didn't, but anyway. What can you do? It's too late now. Too late now. Let's just go with the fields to start off. Just get a little bit more income coming in.
My reputation precedes me.
I think Faye's army were probably... I would transfer those troops over to him, so... But I don't think he has... Oh, he does have the Knight's Vow. Alright, let's transfer those troops over, just so they get a little bit of replenishment. Sitting in the fortress. We need to get these lands untainted. We'll stick with the 4 Knights Errant for now. Probably Faye's army will get her some better caliber cavalry in the near future. We'll wait for them to do the siege there. I think we can handle them in a siege situation with all these archers. At least I hope so. Over here we are
champion of the lady.
Troops for Louen. That's gonna hit our income quite a bit, but that's gonna make his army very, very formidable. The plan is to get over here and get after these high elves before they have time to really get more troops in the field. But I don't know, the AI is able to recruit really quickly. I mean, like in general, you're able to recruit very quickly in this game. I mean, between the global recruitment and the regular recruitment, you can actually recruit quite fast. And we were preparing for this situation here with Chaos. I'm not sure if we're gonna actually bring her there. This settlement's going to be under threat from Snide Mudera. Fortunately, he was able to survive there.
Honor before glory.
Alright, what do we got here? See you up with anything? Let's give you that. And give you that, I guess. Why not? Magic resistance. I say that would be very useful. Actually, maybe. And before I forget, let's see if we can put that on somebody up here.
Guardian of Bretonnia.
Dark Knight. Does he already have? He already has a court jester. Alright. How about
my strength and wisdom are yours.
How about Faye? There we go. That'll definitely help things along. We need to get these lands untainted. It's gonna take some time for us to weed out the vampire.
Do you know who I am?
Shouldn't be too much of an issue. I just really hope we get these these questing knights before chaos shows up here.
I see.
Need to get more. Need to get more archers down here as well. But I think what I want four generals down here, mostly because these generals.
My reputation
There's
precedes me.
no stronger unit in the
Protector of the realm.
Bretonnia armies than the lords on hippogriffs. So I think we definitely want to try and get these guys leveled up to that point where they're on hippogriffs. I mean, some of them are going to get killed, and it is a little bit expensive to have more lords in the field, but I think it's definitely worth it in the long run. Alright, we're going to rename you one of my favorite philosophers. French philosopher. And everybody down here, or we're gonna call them the exile as well. And we're gonna
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
rename this guy. Go with a French theme. Napoleon, the exile. And I get one more general. I'm just wondering. We're gonna put him over here.
Onward!
Global's already in use.
I will indulge you.
Might as well grab one of those while we're at it, though. I wish the mounted yeomen, you could get them with the poison tips. That would be awesome. I know there's the one regiment of renown, but these things would be awesome. There's level 7. 3. Oak. Go. This guy is. I guess we might as well. Oh wait, 4 turns, 2 turns, 4 turns, 2 turns. We could wait 2 more turns, or we could just grab this guy. I think we'll just grab this
My
guy.
strength and wisdom
A
are
little
yours.
bit
Blessings
pricey.
of the lady be upon you.
Let's put you on a barded war horse. One the brute marcher. Should give you the knight's vow just in case. And then peasant's duty for the time being. But basically,
Do you
we're
know
gonna,
who I am?
we're gonna get him over here, and we're gonna rename him as well. Let's go. Let's go with that. Alright, so that's all. Alright, what are we gonna name you? Jean-Luc, the exile. Alright. Star Trek captain in there, and then we'll try and keep these 4 together
My strength and wisdom are
with
yours.
the army, and just hopefully
What is your behest?
we can fight off some of this chaos invasion. All right. Is there anything else to do this turn? It's been a long turn. I want to see if they do the attack there.
Strength and honor.
Lewin's almost at full strength. Here in the north, actually. All right.
Do you know who I am?
I think might as well come over here. We're not under threat on this frontier at the moment. So I think it's not a bad opportunity for us to come over here and hit some of the winter tooth settlements. I think is what we're gonna do.
Lord,
I have seen your heart. The lady is with you.
Just
Making my
seeing
way.
them together.
protector of the realm.
Devotee of the
I
lady.
should have maybe stayed and got some replenishment. Yeah, the battle that we fought with Krog, I did not use the cavalry very well. And took a lot more damage on the cavalry. That probably should have leaned on the archers a little bit more. Let the archers do the bulk of the work. Tax rate. Tax rate. Just want to check some of the edicts here. Do also have to keep an eye on the old wood elves down here. Just double check our diplomacy situations.
You will drink with us. Then we will see who still stands. He will name the terms, yes?
Get a little bit of cash out of him for that. It's nice.
Kislev.
What would you have of me?
Get defensive alliance with them. Strength rank 16. Fuck, why not?
Do not let my death mask unnerve you.
Let's get the military access
Approach
first.
and talk to me.
Yeah, I think the plan is just get alliances with whoever is willing to give us alliances, and then if they fight amongst themselves, then I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Weird that it goes from high to low there.
No!
Oh, what the fuck? Surprised that she didn't do that.
Yes.
Yeah, let's get the defensive alliance. Yeah, I think it must be because I think they'd be willing to do it, but it seems like they just don't have
My consent.
any money right now. I think it's a problem.
An audience. Very well. You fool!
Alright, whatever.
Mazizar botol qua martek. Submit to your king.
Alright. What else? So, I think what we do,
The lady must weep to see her people
start
brought
sending
so
them
low.
some gifts.
What do you want from us?
Small gift.
Yes.
How does that help? Helps slightly, but I don't know. I haven't had really good experience
Azrael,
with sending
speak
gifts.
briefly. Then remove your vile taint from the hallowed halls of Athel Lauren.
Yeah, we can afford it.
What?
Alright, so we'll leave it at that for now. Hopefully that keeps them from declaring war on us. If they were to declare war on us right now, we'd be kind of hard pressed to deal with them just because of the high elves here. And we're basically fighting on 4 fronts. I mean, this front is very much under control. This front is kind of under control, but things could get out of hand quickly if we're not careful. And down here, things are kind of yeah, it's uncertain whether or not we'll be able to hold down here. And then over here, I mean, things, we're pushing them back, but we haven't been able to push into their territory. So we've, you know, it's very much kind of almost stalemated over here in this spot. What exactly are we researching right now? Water pumps, perfect. Alright, cool. To the end turn, and we'll go through some more lore from, or I guess this is more mythology than lore. So King Arthur, Dark Age warrior and mythic hero, and going through a chapter on Ladies of the Lake, which ties in with Bretonnia. So hope you guys are enjoying this, because I'm definitely very interested in this sort of stuff. So, all right, next section is titled "The Child of the Lake." One of the primary roles of the Lady of the Lake is that of a foster mother. Chrétien de Troyes describes her as a protector of and foster mother of another great hero, Lancelot, in his poem "The Knight of the Cart." When Lancelot is caught between the postern gate and the portcullis while trying to escape from a castle, he raises to his eyes a ring that the Lady of the Lake had given him, and prays to her exactly as a knight of the time might petition the Virgin Mary, or indeed a goddess. Lady, lady, so help me God, I'm now in great need of you to come to my help. That lady was a fairy who had given him the ring and brought him up as a child, and he had every confidence that, wherever he might be, she would help and rescue him. One major text that speaks extensively of the Lady of the Lake as foster mother is a 12th century romance called Lancelot, which was written by a Swiss knight, Ulrich von Zatskoven. It clearly draws upon much earlier traditions about the otherworld. Zatskoven's story tells how King Pant of Genoese is besieged by enemies and driven from his home, wounded with his wife Clarin and their year-old son. Clarin watches her husband dies and then hides in a tree. Then there came a fae of the sea with a mist like a wind, and took the child from the queen and carried it with her into her land. The sea fae, described as a mermaid, appears in a nick of time for the enemy's return to capture Clarin. The mermaid proves to be the Queen of Maidenland, who is also the Lady of the Lake, where the prevailing season is Maytime. The mountain stronghold on which the Queen's castle stands is made of crystal and is situated on an impregnable island that can only be reached by a diamond bridge. There, the child, Lancelot, is taught the courtly arts of music and singing. The Queen also tends for mermen to teach the boy swordplay, wrestling, hurling, jumping, archery, hawking, and hunting. He grows to be 15 years old, but has never ridden a horse. In order to acquire this skill, he has to leave Maidenland. He begs the Queen to tell him his name and lineage, which have been hidden from him, but she refuses until he is promised to overcome Iwrit of Beferet, the beautiful forest. If he accomplishes this, she will give him his name. To this end, she gifts him with white armor, a sword and shield with a golden eagle painted on it. After many encounters and adventures, the youth finds the Castle of Death, where Mathews the Cowardly lives. Mathews turns out to be the son of the Queen of Maidenland. It was prophesied to her before his birth that he should always be cowardly. The Queen accordingly built Mathews a castle now called Châtel le Mort, Castle of Death, which magically sustains his courage but saps the strength and hope of all else who enter it. Lancelot goes into the castle and is thrown into the dungeon. Iwrit has taken Mathews' lands, and reports of further incursions are brought. Mathews promises to keep his hostages unharmed for a year if Lancelot will ride out against Iwrit and overcome him.
Do you wish the lady's favor?
Alright, what do we got here? Join war against... Yeah, I mean, we could do that, but I don't want to. I mean, we've got a long list of enemies as it is, so I'm sure you guys can handle some filthy rats on your own. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. Anyway, so Lancelot overcomes Iwerit and marries his only daughter, Yblis. No sooner has he fulfilled the queen's command than one of her ladies appears and gives Lancelot his name and lineage. He gives the Lady of Maidenland a ring, which has a magical property. No one can refuse anything of its wearer. Lancelot proves to be Arthur's nephew and takes Yblis to court. Thence comes the Queen of Maidenland's messenger, carrying a magic mantle with the instruction that whomever it fits shall be its possessor. The mantle is tried on by various ladies, including Guinevere, but it magically shortens on most of them, due, says the mermaid messenger, to some fault in that lady's affections. Yblis at length tries it on, and it fits her perfectly. So it is that the Queen of Maidenland claims the worthiness of her fosterling's wife. Lancelot wins back his lands and honors his mother, after which he is brought the arms of Iwerit by a messenger, a wondrous sword and a magical providing that suitable gift for a knight raised in the watery queendom of Maidenland. He and Yblis have 4 children. In this story, Lancelot at first has no name and no arms, until given them by the Queen of Maidenland. Though he does gain a wife, the inhuman character of the fairy abduction is stressed throughout Lancelot, where the hero is taken into custody in order to compensate for the Queen of Maidenland's own son, Mathews, who is, to all intents and purposes, a changeling. The changeling theme tells of an ugly fairy child left in a mortal cradle in exchange for a beautiful mortal baby. The Queen of Maidenland has no compunction in stealing Lancelot for her own ends. The theme of losing a child and acquiring another is one typical of fairy abductions. The fairy kind deposit their own ill-favored children with mortals and abduct good-looking children into fairy. Another common Celtic theme is the hero's adoption by an otherworldly woman who teaches him arms. The Irish hero from Fun Mac is brought up by the druidess Warhammer and the huntress of Leoncoeur, while the warrior Carlton is trained by Scathachach, the eponymous goddess of the Isle of Skye. The Queen of Maidenland is responsible for giving Lancelot the best possible education in arms, though she neglects riding, that mainstay of chivalry, because she does not wish her fostering to leave Maidenland, and until he is old enough to accomplish her ends. The Lady of Lake is thus revealed as a prime mover behind the scenes in many of the major events that take place within the Arthurian world. Shadowy, and always mysterious, she remains, like Merlin, a motivating force behind much of the action in the stories, giving magical gifts and advice, testing the knights, and even the king himself, while seldom appearing in person. Without her, many of the stories would take completely different direction, and the Arthurian world would certainly be a poorer place. Okay, what the hell? Where is this? I have no idea where this even is. Sorry guys. So, and we don't have the opportunity to... Oh, I think this must be out to sea. Is that... Anyway, we're just gonna auto-resolve this. I don't think it's worth fighting. We can't withdraw. Yeah, we lost that Valkyrie level 1. Yeah, okay. It is out to sea. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, anyway, I hope you guys introduced that, or enjoyed that little story there. I apologize for the terrible pronunciations. I just, yeah, do my best with it, but some of the words are definitely unfamiliar to me, especially ones coming from the Celtic traditions and stuff. So
I think not.
all right,
No,
so
stop.
we could
Tempt
be
me not.
in big trouble here.
Cease!
My reputation precedes me. Noble.
Is he sieging us? Why didn't we get the recruitment of this? I thought it was only 1 turn. I'm gonna stop recruiting that.
No!
Because I think we should do
No,
this attack
stop.
here. Though, problem is, I
Tempt
think they're
me
getting
not.
reinforcements. If we,
Pious.
yeah, they are getting reinforcements. Fuck.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
That's not good. We could take. I feel like we'd be able to take on one of the armies. Combine force the garrison here, and
Yes,
what Napoleon has in his army.
valiant
Two of
lord.
them may be pushing it.
No.
Definitely be pushing it. So we've got to do something. We've got to strike them, or the other option is to. Oh, son of a bitch! We're only getting these. I was thinking that we're getting this garrison, but obviously it's just this garrison. So 7, 8.
Lord of Bretonnia. My strength and wisdom are
10,
yours.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19
Guardian.
units. These guys are out of range.
I serve the lady.
Yes,
What do they have in their
Arsenal
army?
mortal.
I think what I'm gonna do. I really wish we had
Pious.
a lightning strike on this guy. That would be freaking amazing. Would help things out a lot. Anyway, I think what I'm gonna do is make this attack, and we'll see. We'll try and do a little bit of damage to this army, and then we'll withdraw. Go. Oh, son of! Are you fucking kidding me? Where the fuck are my reinforcements? Why is... you gotta be kidding me. The garrison is not coming out there? I guess it's because they're... Damn it to hell.
do you know
Because they're
who
in
I
the
am?
water. For some reason the garrison does not support when the ships are in the water, and I guess because
Protector
he's
of the realm.
on the land.
Never.
Alright,
My
so scratch
reputation
that plan. We're
precedes
not gonna
me.
be able to do that.
Beyond your
He
comprehension.
should be out of range, but...
Cease.
Let's actually take you out of the settlement.
Very well, if
Damn.
you insist.
I wonder if we should grab these guys. Let's see if we can get a few more archers to bolster
My
the
strength
lines
and
here.
wisdom are yours.
I
Taking
mean,
my leave.
probably gonna lose this settlement,
Armored in faith.
but I don't think there's really much we can do about it.
If the lady wills it.
No.
I don't think they can
I
reach any of
think
these
not.
guys.
Beyond your
Be able to hit the settlement
comprehension.
there, but
No scum.
I think we just try and do as much damage to them as possible, and then withdraw. I think is the plan there.
Do you know who I am?
Let's pick this up. Landing on a small island, your warriors stumble upon an encampment, debris, and spill accoutrements. Suggest the original incumbents left in a hurry. Then a roar pierces the air. Something is coming. Scavenge what you can and scaper. Alright. Alright, cool. That's really pleasure. It's 15. And I don't want to forget about these guys. This province is going to be a pain in the ass to keep under control. Unless we have some of these settlements.
My dynasty reigns supreme.
I'll have to wait and see what happens down here. Just wondering if we should build up some of this stuff. Could grab a paladin down here, that might help out. Though I'm thinking probably just keep the paladins with
Who
the Louen.
calls?
Life mage. Paladins, beasts. How are we doing for Winds of Magic? Is actually looking pretty good. I do actually want another paladin for Loun's army. I'm gonna go with this guy.
Paladin!
Yeah, we'll make him hard to hit, just so hopefully he survives a little bit longer. And
You seek counsel?
got Thor here. Let's rename you Odin. And this new guy.
My deeds are legend. Knightly valor.
Let's rename him something as well. Let's call him Uhtred. We can keep him alive. Alright, good enough. And we'll have him join Louen, who is actually gonna
You seek the lady's
start making his way down here, I think. Should we relieve the siege first, or should we let them do the siege and we'll get over here?
Never.
Yeah, I think
The lion.
moving this way. I think we relieve the siege first, and then combined forces come this way. And we're almost out of time. Actually, we are over time at the moment.
Prophetess,
Armored in faith.
the lady wills it.
Noble. It shall be so. Strike them
We got
down!
enough movement for this.
Attack!
Good. Just gonna encircle here.
For Bretonnia!
Sorceress. I go hence.
Knock it on the land.
I see my path.
There you go. Alright guys,
To victory!
we're gonna fight this. I think we have to fight it just so we don't take any damage at all. But well, we'll do this at the first of next episode, just since we're over the half-an-hour mark. So we'll start with this battle, and then we'll just continue through this turn and see if we can finish off this turn. And yeah, hope to see you next time. Thanks a lot for joining me, guys. Have a great day. Ragnarok signing out.